What are your thoughts on it?
I think, of course, there was the rumors of he might go to Arsenal, he might go somewhere else. It's just always to me seeing that picture of him as a kid in his room with all those Real Madrid posters, with the Cristiano Ronaldo posters. I just thought, of course, there's going to be some whisperings because that's just a completely talented player that's going to attract any club, and they're going to throw any type of deal at them to try to get him to come to the club. And I just always thought it was going to be Real Madrid, and now I just think at this point I'm trying to piece it together. Of course, it's very early. He hasn't even had his debut ceremony yet, but where does this kind of rank on the scale of Galactico signings over the past decade?
I think in terms of, I think it's top five for sure.
Okay.
I think it's like probably up there with Cristiano Ronaldo and Zidane.
Okay.
I think the anticipation is that big.
Okay. Wow.
He's
Yeah.
coming in. Ronaldo came in as a Ballon d'Or winner already.
Yeah.
Champions League winner.
Yeah.
Zidane came in as a Euro winner, as a World Cup winner. He came in Ballon d'Or winner. So the only thing that Kylian Mbappé hasn't done is just win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
He's won the World Cup. He needs to win the Euro too.
Hasn't won Champions League either.
Yeah, hasn't won Champions League. But what I'm saying is that the World Cup really elevated his status.
Yeah.
As it does. Now, is that fair? I don't know. Is a World Cup worth more than, let's say, 3 Champions Leagues? Maybe because it's more rare, right? Maybe.
Yeah, it's up for debate.
But it's up for debate. But the good thing is, he hasn't won 3 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
He hasn't even won 1 Champions League. So I would have to say he's below Cristiano Ronaldo and Zidane. I would have to say, in terms of like hype and merit, basically.
Okay.
And maybe even Kaká.
Kaká.
Yeah, because Kaká had been a World Cup winner and a Champions League winner and Ballon d'Or winner, so maybe even below him. The thing is about Kaká, like it kind of got a little bit of a sour taste because he came injured.
Yeah.
And he never really lived up to his full potential at Real Madrid. If it had been Kaká from 2007, where he was like killing it, it would have been a different story.
Okay.
That's my take on it.
Okay. I understand. I think probably the closest one, since I didn't have all of the pieces, I think those are very accurate statements, and I think those should be ranked ahead of Mbappe in his career at this point. I was thinking probably just nudges slightly over the Bale. Bale coming to Real Madrid.
I would say.
And I think he's into that point. Oh, and USA hit the post.
Yeah, that was very
from across there. Hits the near post and comes out, and now it's into the throw-in. But
the thing about Bale was he never won the Premier League.
That's the thing. That's the one thing.
Never won the Premier League.
A very prestigious player in his own right individually, but when it comes to obviously the team accolades, he was lacking. So I think Mbappe squeezes right between either that Bale and Kaká spot, or maybe just a little bit higher. If you wanted to debate me on that, I could probably you could probably twist my arm on that.
Bale never scored 40 goals a season.
That's true. You can obviously Prem versus Ligue 1. We'll have to finally see where that difficulty scale starts to really even out now, since he's now going to be at La Liga. La Liga is obviously a competitive league.
He saved it.
He saved it. Oh, he did get a touch on it.
That was a post. He saved it though. It wasn't going in.
Okay.
But yeah, he saved it.
Okay. Well, good save by the keeper. And now it's just where he ranks is interesting. We'll obviously have to see where it plays out in his career, but very, very prestigious player. It's going to be one of the exciting things to watch this next season. Where do you think what do you think he does?
I think he plays. First of all, I think he's going to play that number 9 position that we've been missing. He's going to be like a dynamic 9. I think more like kind of like what Benzema was.
Okay.
But a little more attacking minded, because Benzema. I'm saying Benzema with Ronaldo and Bale, not Benzema post Ronaldo, right?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how Mbappe's coming in. He's coming into an already established world class team, and Vinicius. I mean, Carlo loves Vinicius. He's not going to sacrifice his Vinicius position on the left wing. And I think the one guy who's going to get sacrificed is Rodrigo.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have Vinny and Mbappe up top, and then Jude Bellingham. You're not going to sacrifice Jude Bellingham either. Jude Bellingham right behind him, and then probably a midfield of Valverde, Camavinga, and Tchouaméni. I think. Now that Kroos is gone, I think that's how they're going to line up. And when you just think about it, that's going to be a crazy, like, counter-attacking team, crazy defensive team. I'll say this. The defensive part is what does worry me, though.
Okay.
Because the midfield is like, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, and Valverde. Those guys can defend and press all day. They got the stamina for it, and they're good at it. Vinny, he defends when he needs to, but sometimes he's a little bit, he stays up top a little bit. Bellingham, he's underrated defensively in my opinion. He's always making those like runs to go catch up. I don't know if Mbappe. I think Carlos gonna have to convince him to defend very well, and I'm curious to see how he's gonna do that. I think he can convince him, and I think if he just convinces him to defend and switch off with Vinicius, I think we have a deadly team. I really do.
Yeah, I think it's just an embarrassment of riches. I think, of course, the defense is going to be something you're going to have to really, really coach. That's the one thing that's going to be really rigid and structured, I think, for this next season. But you can just practically let them go anywhere and do their own thing, that whole midfield and that whole attacking three, once you get it lined up correctly.
Yeah.
I was doing this while you were talking there. I was curious because I was thinking about, of course, he's revered as an elite goal scorer.
What's this?
I have no idea. I'm looking at this. I have no idea.
Fire.
We'll have to figure that out. You'll see as this is going in the editing.
Fireworks.
There's fireworks going. I think they're going off a keyword, and I don't know what word it is.
Oh,
because it's happened before. We'll have to see it again.
If you guys can guess the word today, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I might put a counter on how many times it happens, because it's happened at least 3 times, I think. So, back to what I was trying to say. Obviously, big goal scorer Mbappe. I'm now trying to pull up the all-time scores of Real Madrid.
Oh, you got Ronaldo at 1. I think Raul's second, right?
Benzema second.
Benzema second?
Benzema second's right here. I mean, you can look. Shit. You can look right here.
Yeah, I was trying to guess it without.
Yeah,
Raul's third. Though.
Yeah. And Alfredo.
Di Stefano.
Yeah, and then you have all these other guys of the late eras of Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Do you think he cracks the top 10? Mbappe,
so
of course, coming in at 25.
So he's there for at least the next 5 years, right?
Yeah.
He's there for unless like it just doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's just like too toxic.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think he scores more than 157 goals? Because that's what you would have to do to break in the top 10.
I'll say this. I think he scores at least 40 goals next season.
40 goals next season?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll say this. When it comes to pure finishing, he's better than Vinicius Jr. Way better. Vinicius is like, I would say he's a better dribbler.
Yeah.
And he like keeps going and keeps going. But Mbappe's the overall better finisher. And if he can just develop that like killing mentality on a club stage, because he has it when he plays for France. Like we've seen it in the last 2 World Cups. Whenever it comes time to it, he like is the main man who just bulldozes through that defense and creates some chance. If he can just develop that, and maybe it was a PSG problem, because PSG are like known for like choking or not following through. So I think maybe he'll grow out of that at Real Madrid. So yeah, I do think if he stays at Real Madrid for the next like at least 5 seasons, he has a really good chance of breaking that record. Because 40 goals for 5 seasons, what is that? That's 200 goals at least.
Yeah.
I think it's easily doable for him.
Yeah, that lands him around 7th or 6th. I don't think he's going to be able to catch
Cristiano.
I don't know if he's going to be able to get into the 300 goals, which that would probably start to rival Raul, Benzema, and Ronaldo. I don't think they're going to be able to catch that with the age that he's at, but I do think at this point this is probably going to be, if it all goes well, of course, like we're barring something disastrous that he has, like a fallout with Carlo or some other manager that comes after him.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of the greats of Real Madrid in this new era.
Yeah,
I believe. So
I believe so. Is Vinicius on this list?
Vinicius does not look like he's on the list yet, but this doesn't look. I don't. Oh, he is on there with 24 place with 83 goals.
Oh wow! So he hasn't even broken 100 goals.
Yeah,
he breaks it next season. I think.
Yeah, he for sure gets in there.
Yeah.
In there
He
next
needs
season.
17 more goals.
Yeah.
He should be breaking into top. What is this? Top 20?
This is top 25 right
Yeah,
here.
he breaks it next season.
Yeah.